All right, welcome on back, everyone, to First CSP, the channel dedicated to bringing you the first council shoulder patch issue from all councils in Scouting America, both past and present. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Western Alaska 610. Western Alaska Council was originally a name change in 1955 from Alaska 610 and existed all the way up until 2006 when it merged with Southeast Alaska to form Great Alaska 610. Head on over to the patch table and take a look at the first issue here. We actually have the first 3 issues from the Western Alaska Council. They were the only twill patch issues that they created before moving to just solidly sewn patches. The first issue here, defined with its yellow border, white twill background, navy blue letters for Western Alaska and Council, and has a great scene here, obviously, of a sled dog team across the mountainous background that is Western Alaska. So really great graphic, iconic for the region. White kind of representing, I would assume, all of the snow. And that is the T1. They kept with this same imagery in the next 2 issues. They just added a bit of text, so there's a bit of change. Let's take a look here then at the second issue. The T2 now has Western Alaska Council all along the top, and they've added Scouting USA along the bottom. So same yellow border, white background, same color for the text and mountains as navy blue. And we've got our parka and sled load imagery is denoted on the description with specifically a light brown sled and dogs. So there is the T2. This one happens to have a plastic back. And then they keep the exact same imagery, but we just have slightly different coloration for the T3. So now our navy blue text has actually shifted, and this is actually in black. I don't see the T3 as frequently. So now we have the black text for Western Alaska Council and Scouting USA, and we have a very dark brown sled, which is denoted. They do describe the mountains as navy blue. It's very dark, and it can be a little difficult. See if we can get our focus back here. There we go. To discern the difference between the black and the navy blue mountains. It's very minor. But we can see the coloration different is quite stark when comparing it with the T2, where we have this very almost bright navy blue, then contrasted with the black text in the T3. There's the back of the T3. It does have a bit of a coating, but it's not like a solid plastic back. So a little bit almost of an older construction. And this is one of those that it does have a rolled edge, but it's like the super thin rolled edge. It's not the really thick rolled edge that we traditionally see. We'll finish by kind of putting up the T1 and the T2. Those are the both ones done in navy. And you can see both of those kind of have the lighter brown, although not the exact same shade of brown for the sled team, but contrast that with the very dark brown on the T3. So that's the first issue for Western Alaska, actually the first couple of issues for Western Alaska. And we really do, where we have them in our collection, enjoy bringing you kind of the history associated with the first issue and maybe how that progresses. Obviously, we see the same imagery maintained over the first 3 issues here for Western Alaska. Hope you guys enjoy seeing that as well. And hopefully for those of you trying to differentiate between the two, seeing that, say, T2 and T3 together and the difference in coloration, if you're trying to seek one of those out, hopefully that's useful as well. With that, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you tomorrow on the next episode for CSP.